What is up, guys? It's Pedro here. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about something. I've been going around a few YouTube videos, a few YouTubers, and I've been seeing quite some information on eBay dropshipping. Well, I do eBay dropshipping, and I'm doing it successfully for about maybe a year now. But I see a lot of misinformation being done there. Um, just my dog. Um, I just wanted to give you guys, just put some information out there. Wanted to give you guys a free pointers. It doesn't matter what tactic you guys actually apply. Doesn't matter which supplier you guys use. Doesn't matter um, how you dropship. Um, what matters are the fundamentals, the basics. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, basically. The fundamentals, the basics about how to do eBay dropshipping successfully. Um, do me guys a favor, like this video because I was thinking about this for a few days if I should put this information out or not. In any case, I decided to do so and just like to help you guys out in whatever it is you guys are hustling through, whatever you guys are having some difficulties. Um, Basically, that's it. Yeah. So, um, First of all, okay, you need two things before you dropship successfully on eBay. So, the first one is when you find a product. Okay, it doesn't matter what product you find. Just find a product that you can sell it one cheaper than anybody else that's selling that product, and two, that product has to be selling constantly. Let's say you can find a product that you can source it from. In my case, I sort it from Amazon and Walmart. You can source it from whichever supplier you want. Um, if you can sell it cheaper than anyone else, like if you can price it lower than anyone else, and this is for beginners, by the way. If you're making like over 10,000 a month in sales on eBay, why are you watching this video? I mean, okay, this is a beginner video. Um, okay, so if you're a beginner and let's say you find the product and you can price it cheaper than anyone else on eBay, but the product is not being sold. You go through all your competitors and you see that the last time they sold was 3 months ago or 4 months ago. Um, it's not going to sell, guys. You're not going to sell that product. It's just not going to be. So you have to be very careful about that. Look for product that is being sold constantly. Now, how do you find products like that? You don't. I see people that first they go to Amazon or Walmart and they find products there that they like. That doesn't that doesn't count. I mean, you have to find products that the market likes. The market doesn't care what you like. The market doesn't care what you want. The market doesn't care about you. The market is the market is the market. To coin a phrase from Gary Vee. Um, so you need those two things. So first, well, my technique is I go spying on other eBay sellers, basically. So go on eBay and just look for other sellers and look at what they're selling successfully. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a free pointers, a free tools that help me. Well, not tools, just some techniques that I use to make this better. Um, okay, you have a variety of sellers when you're on there, when you're on eBay, but you have to look at stores of very specific sizes that you can compete with. Like, for example, what do you do this with? You do with checking the, what do you call it? The feedback. Okay, let's say, for example, you go and you find a store that's it's got a million um, feedbacks. Okay, that store is too big. Probably they're the product owners, so you're not gonna be cutting on those. You're not gonna be able to sell cheaper than those, so don't bother. And okay, sorry guys, I had to change places because the sun was hitting me too bright. So in any case, where was I? Okay, so you gotta find products cheaper. Now, if you find an eBay store, now when you're spying on other sellers, it's not really spying, guys, because you're actually looking at other sellers to see what's out there in the market. What's Keep those two things in mind. Keep in mind what products you can list that everybody, I mean, cheaper than everybody else, and what products that are cheaper than everybody else that are being sold on the market. Okay, uh, you keep those two things in mind, you'll do great on eBay. You'll do great drop shipping. You'll make sales like that. Okay, so go and look at other sellers. Now, when you're looking at other sellers, keep in mind the size of their store. So, for how do you do this? If they have, for example, now you can actually just click there and go and check their store and what they're selling. If they have a a million feedbacks, 2 million feedbacks, and they've got 300,000 products at their store, that store is too big. They're probably making hundreds of thousands of sales online, and you're not going to be able to compete with those type of sellers. Okay, you're just not going to be able to. What you have to do is look for smaller sellers. Okay, now if you go and look at guys that have 50 feedbacks or 100 feedbacks, those are too small. You need to be around the, let's say, from the 100 to 1000. That would be best. If you can go, I mean, maybe up to 5000. Sometimes you find good sellers there, sometimes you don't. But basically, just keep in mind that. So those are, just keep in mind though, between 100 and 1000. That's like a perfect size, because that's a drop shipper, because that's not a store that's really big enough that they own all the products, but it's not also a small seller that's like selling out of a garage or something like that. So uh, keep those two things in mind, basically. And okay, now let's say you find one of those sellers and you find products. So you're gonna check out his products, and you're gonna see, just look, just okay, how do you source that product, where he's getting from? If he's drop shipping, keep in mind probably that product is has a white background. So products that are normally drop shipped from Amazon have white backgrounds. So probably like that. So just, I mean, copy the description or the pictures and post it on Google, and then you'll probably get the Amazon link for the products. So just click there and go check it out. And if it's cheaper, now keep in mind the fees. So you're probably going to be paying about equal to or less than 10% eBay fees, plus the PayPal fees, which are 2.91%, I think. I'm not really positive. 2 point something. And basically, so just keep in mind of the fees. And if you can sell it cheaper, if you can source it cheaper, um, then it's a good. Yeah, you can go with our product. Now you gotta check out the second one. What was the other second I said? The product has to be being sold. It has to be sold. I mean, go and check out. You can check out actually how much that seller sold the products. If he sold it once, if did he sell it twice? Did he sell it 10 times? Did he sell it 100 times? I've seen sellers that have sold products 50,000 times, and you can actually see that information on eBay. When you check out the seller uh, at the product page, you can see how many times it's sold. So if it's sold, like, let's say 50 times, like, that's perfect. If it's sold 30 times, that's great. If it's sold 100, maybe 200 times, that's great. That it means that product is making money, guys. So that's what you have to do. So that, if you find a product like that, do that one. That's gold for you. Now, if you're a beginner, start doing that. So source products that meet those two criterias. Now, at the beginning, when you're first starting on eBay, keep in mind, and this is where I see a lot of eBay sellers struggle to understand this. eBay doesn't care about your profit, guys. eBay does not care. If you're new there, eBay doesn't care about if you're making money or not, or your profit or not. eBay cares about eBay maintaining their business. Okay. eBay is losing competition. eBay is losing market share to Amazon, and they want to expand. They don't want to reduce. They want to make sure that each seller that's on their platform is there to make money, is there a long term, and is there to just grow their business, not just do it at one time or just to make profits off eBay. Okay, so keep in mind that. So when you're just like, oh, I can't sell this because I can't make less than 20 bucks profit, eBay doesn't care about that. You have to price it at the market's price, not what you think what you should get. The price that you should price any item is what the market thinks it should be, not what you think it should be. Okay, so that's just how you make money. Now at the beginning, you're not going to make a lot of profits because you're going to have to compete in the prices, because you have to prove yourself to eBay basically. eBay doesn't care if you're a big seller or not. eBay doesn't care if when you're starting out. eBay doesn't care if you have a business off eBay. eBay doesn't care about this type of stuff. So you have to prove it yourself. Okay, you have to prove yourself to eBay. How eBay does is eBay actually keeps track of your own sales. eBay keeps track of how long you take to reply to customers. eBay keeps track of all these things. So you just have to do it. And keep in mind that when you just do the right things, guys, the things that you have to do to maintain the business, people will be giving you more traffic little by little. They'll be giving you more sales, and you'll manage to grow your business then. Now, you have to first grow your revenue, your sales. Keep in mind, sales, your first objective is to get the sale, and then you start optimizing for profits. Now, the money in drop shipping is being in this, the pro in after the sales, okay, after the revenue, when you're not a beginner, okay, basically. So at the first stages, the first I'd say, but it depends how fast you want to go. For me, it was about 4 months. Well, I'm a college student, so I do that. I do my business on the side. Took me about 4 months to get like constant sales, like everyday sales, like two, three, four, 10 sales every day. Then you can start optimizing for profits. Okay, so first you have to first aim for the sale, not for the profit. Keep that in mind. Aim for the sale and not for the profit, because eBay doesn't care about your profits. eBay cares that you're a good seller, that you're making good customer service on their platform, and basically that you're offering quality products.